to you. As an old, I don't know what that's actually from. My dad, my mom used to sing that when we were little to get us going, get us up, get us out of bed. Good morning. How you doing? It is officially after Thanksgiving. Now, I hope you all had an absolutely wonderful, wonderful holiday, as best as you possibly could. I know for so many people it was a weird one. For my wife and I, it was actually incredibly pleasant, very nice. We got to go see our daughter, who is away at college in another state, and it was just the three of us in her apartment. And that she's there, and she was going to be all alone for Thanksgiving, and we said, well, we're having none of that. And so we took Thanksgiving dinner to her, and my wife had cooked it the Wednesday last week, packed it all up, went there, and she finished up a couple of sides at my daughter's apartment there. She's in her senior year of undergrad, and then we'll be off to grad school next year. But she had her cat there and a rat, and she told me she had told me the whole story, and I'll explain this situation in a moment. She had told me the story of her rat, and it's a rat that had been part of collegiate experiments. I don't know, in biology or psychology, one of the ologies. I didn't pay too close attention to that part. And the student was also an undergrad student, a couple of years younger than her, I guess, but was told by her parents under no circumstances was a rat to be brought home because it was over, class was done, and they did what they needed, so they no longer needed the rats. And they said, okay, well, students, you can take the rats or they're getting shipped somewhere else. And this particular student didn't want her rat to get shipped elsewhere. So she said, hey, I can't take it home. Would you take it? It's been trained. And it's a little white lab rat with the little pink eyes and a very, very, very long tail, as a matter of fact. My daughter said, well, sure. She didn't want to have it not go. And she assumed, as much did I, she assumed that it had been, very peopleized, that little rat had spent much time with people. And as did I when my daughter had told me the story. So there's the rat in the cage, and the rat would come up and jump up and look and try to say, hey, are you people walking by my cage? Are you there? Now, my wife has a rodent herself among her many other animals, which is a guinea pig. And that does the same. It'll come over to it lives in a very large enclosure thing, but it'll come up and it will go, and you put your finger up to it and it go, sniff, sniff, and you can scratch the top of its head. It's my wife picks it up and holds it. Not me, it's not so much. But it's a nice, I suppose, as guinea pigs go, it's a friendly one. I don't know that many. I've not met that many guinea pigs to know whether or not the bulk of them are friendly or otherwise. But hers is nice. So I just figured, based on that hypothesis, that rodent was people friendly, that this rodent, having been around many, many college students and looking as though it's quite friendly, coming up to the little bars of its little rat inhabitation there. Multi-floor, as a matter of fact, plenty of room for that little rat to run around. That it would be much the same. My daughter says, here's my guinea pig. What do you think? No, she said, here's my rat. Sorry, here's my rat. What do you think? It's been trained by college students. I'm like, well, it's an educated rat. How about that? And walked over, and it came up. So in my brain goes, hey, Pete, go put your finger over there. And maybe put it in front of the bars there, poke at it a little bit, and it'll probably do the same thing the guinea pig does, which is what I had thought in my brain. My brain was telling me these things. And so I went over there, and I'm like, oh, let me just put my finger right up in there. And you can see, now, if you're on the radio, you can't, which a great many of you are at the moment, but you can see the result of me putting my finger at the rat cage. So I put it up there. The rat was like, nope, and sunk both teeth, bottom and top, right in the top of my index finger here on my left hand, just right and got underneath the base of the fingernail where it is underneath your skin. And it did not feel pleasant. It was not an enjoyable sensation. In fact, it was something I would like to never repeat again. And so I Learn from that lesson and never, ever again poke at a rat in a cage. There you go. Take it from Uncle Pete. Do not poke at a rat in a cage. And you will probably be just fine and dandy. Now, of course, because this is the first Monday after Thanksgiving, and a lot of you have been asking for Christmas even before Thanksgiving. When are you going to start the Christmas music, Uncle Pete? Well, here you go. It is the very first Monday after the Thanksgiving Christmas. You are enjoying a morning here with Uncle Pete. Uncle Pete in the morning on 216 the net, 216thenet.com. And we've made it through. We've made it through almost all of 2020. We only have a few more weeks left here of 2021. And we're going to start it off with what you've been asking for, frankly, some of you over a month. There's no way I'm doing a Christmas music before Halloween. But here you go. Thanksgiving is over. We are now officially walking into Christmas holiday season. Merry Christmas, folks. Merry Christmas.
This storm's never going to end. Oh, man, the snow is piling up. We're stuck here. Hey, is that Brad Paisley? Yeah, that's Brad Paisley. He's stuck here, too. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue, just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. It won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white. But I'll have a blue Christmas. We're never gonna get out of here. Bartender, give me another one. We're stuck. It's gonna be a bad Christmas. You know what? It's gonna be a blue Christmas. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. It won't be the same if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white. But I'll have a blue Christmas. Yeah, we're all stuck here. Well, you know, being stuck with Brad Paisley, it's not so bad. Oh come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel. That mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Oh come,
outside the sky. In ancient times didst give the law, in cloud and majesty and awe.
Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, thou rod of Jesse, free thine own from Satan's tyranny. From depths of hell, thy people save, and give them victory o'er the grave. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, Israel.
And what do you think of that so far? We've had 2 tunes kicking off this morning here from William Shatner. We've got quite a few more from Mr. Shatner coming up here. We had Blue Christmas, O Come Emmanuel right there. And next up, we've got a little, well, I don't think I need to introduce this song, but let old Bill Shatner, William Shatner here, let him tell you all about it.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donder and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Oh, he had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say, it glued. All of the other reindeer, oh, they used to laugh, call him names. They never let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer games.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee.
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Yeah, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw it, clothes.
All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer game.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Hey, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
and all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Hey, man, dude, you're gonna go down in history.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Hey, Rudolph, baby, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee.
Rudolph, dude, the red-nosed reindeer, you're gonna go down in history.
You'll go down with history.
Down, man, in history. Yeah.
Well, that is a long game. I guess they forgot to fill in the last, looks like about the last 18 seconds of space on that one. But that was an end to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from William Shatner. Next up, we got Mr. Shatner singing about a white Christmas. Here you go.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Yeah. Just like the ones I used to know. Oh, yeah. With the treetops glisten. And children, listen. To hear sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, yes.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright.
And may all your Christmases be white.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Just like the ones I used to know. Oh, honey, with the treetops glisten. And children, listen. To hear sleigh bells in the snow. Hey, shut up, you guys, will you? Let me have my moment here. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
May
May
your
your days
days
be merry
and
and bright. And honey, may all your Christmases be white. see through the snow
on the one-horse open sleigh, or the fields we go laughing all the way. Bells on Bobtail Ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride the one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride the one-horse open sleigh.
A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifted bank, and then we got upset.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride the one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride the one-horse open sleigh.
Now the drum is played, go it while you're young. Take the girls tonight and sing the sleighing song. Just get a bobtail bag.
If you're going to have Christmas, it might as well be a Denny Crane
And
Christmas.
Frank will take the lead.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride the one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride the one-horse open sleigh.
Good morning, Ken. How you doing?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride the one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride the one-horse open sleigh.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Oh, what fun it is to bobsleigh in an open sleigh. The horse is running, and you're running. Grab the reins, he's running up. Grab the float. Oh, my God, you're going to get into it. Oh, forget it. You have had too much eggnog.
Life is good. I agree. Life is good. Until you're like Bill and had a little too much eggnog. But I didn't encounter that with anybody over this holiday, the Thanksgiving holiday. And I do hope everyone had an absolutely wonderful one.
come, they told me. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
Rumpa-pa-pum.
A newborn king to see. Pa-rum-pa-pum.
Pa-rumpa-pum-pum.
Our finest gifts we bring. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. To lay before the king. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Rum-pa-pum-pum. Rum-pa-pum-pum. So, to honor him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. When we come, little baby, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I'm a poor boy too, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I have no gift to bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, that's fit to give a king. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum,
And while we're rumping and pum-pum-pumming, let's welcome India, a new country. The first time I've seen it. To our group of listeners. Actually, a large group this morning. Apparently, over the last 24 hours, India makes up 20% of our listeners. Wow.
The ox and lamb.
Merry Christmas.
Pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. I played my drum for him. Pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. Rum-pum-pum-pum. I played my best for him. Pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. When we come, then he smiled at me. Pa-rum-pum-pum. Me and my drum. Pa-rum-pum-pum. Pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. Rum-pum-pum-pum. Rum-pum-pum-pum. Me and my drum.
Our finest gifts we bring from
Me and my drum.
me and my drum.
Rum-pa-pa-pum. Rum-pa-pa-pum.
Rum pum pum pum. Bill and his drum. I don't think that I have ever heard a rendition of Little Drummer Boy sang so enthusiastically as does Bill Shatner. I really don't. It's actually one of my favorite versions of that song because it makes me smile every friggin' time. You know what else makes me smile, everybody out there? It's wonderful, amazing people. Absolutely wonderful, amazing people like these folks here that help us do what we do because you help them do what they do. It's this big circle of commerce.
Welcome to Gold Shield Services, your Algonquin and Northern Illinois heating, AC, and electrical company.
Free
Family
market.
owned and operated, built on trust and integrity. Your search for a reliable heating, AC, and electrical company in Algonquin and Northern Illinois is over. Call Gold Shield Services at 847-865-HVAC. 847-865-HVAC, and let us wow you with our service. GoldShieldToday.com.
And there you go. Gold Shield today. Not tomorrow, but today.com. Right there on the downbeat. I get it every time. And of course, back in town, you've got
Bremer
Don Bremer.
Team, Keller Williams, North Shore West, serving northeastern Illinois in McHenry, Lake, and Cook counties, and southeastern Wisconsin. We help by providing our clients award-winning support with our free personal concierge service for all your real estate needs. BremerTeam.com. That's BremerTeam.com. 847-456-6334. Again, 847-456-6334. Bremer Team, Keller Williams, North Shore West. We bring families home.
They do. They do bring families home. In fact, Dawn Bremer, leader of the Bremer team, just brought her family home from vacation, so I hear, so I understand. Hope they had a wonderful, wonderful trip to Arizona and are back here in amazing Illinois. I ran out of other words for Illinois. We'll just stop at amazingly amazing. And that can go any way you want to take it. So then, of course, Dawn's neighbors right here. We don't want to forget them at all. Here you go.
Open enrollment is here for health insurance and Medicare. Health Markets Insurance, Santos Agency, 815-271-5438. Local licensed experts, Tim and Sally Santos, can handle your health insurance and Medicare needs. With Tim and Sally, you won't have to choose a cookie-cutter plan. At no additional cost, Tim and Sally will meet with you to customize your plan to fit your exact needs and budget. Health Markets Insurance, Santos Agency. Call 815-271-5438. That's 815-271-5438. Or stop by. They're at 1222 North Green Street, McHenry, Illinois, 60050. Health Markets Insurance, Santos Agency. Licensed in Illinois and Wisconsin.
And what more could you want? Illinois and Wisconsin right now, and they're fantastic. Just a quick question. If Buddy was 30 years old, why did he write like a 5-year-old and act like a toddler? Good question, Kent. Kent asked that question. I have no idea who Buddy is or was, nor do I know why, if at 30 years old, he wrote like a 5-year-old and acted like a toddler. So that's a good question. Can't answer it for you because I don't know Buddy. So there you go. Maybe Kent will give us the answer here in just a moment. We'll share that with everybody else who's on the YouTube live stream, checking it out, watching us there. If anybody else knows the answer to that, there you go. So, Kent says the elf. Oh, for freaking I am wow, I am $1 late and about 10 sandwiches short of a picnic because yeah, he's on my mug, my new Christmas mug, Buddy the Elf. Smiling is my favorite. Found that while we were out and about over the weekend doing some Christmas stuff. He's on your coffee cup, Kent says. Yes, he is. Buddy the Elf. I actually don't really. That's just Will to me. I don't associate that with the character at all. I've seen the movie maybe 2.5 times. I just liked the mug. I thought it was funny, and I like the actor's kind of funny most of the time. Boy, thanks for bringing me into the show, Kent. You brought me right into my own show there this morning. I don't know if he's 30 years old. Why? Because he's he was raised by elves. That's why, I'm guessing. I think that was the purpose of that show. I don't know. I'd have to go back and actually rewatch that. I've actually never really paid that much attention to the show. Smiling is my favorite. Everything was his favorite, if I remember right, in that. So, there you go. Next up, we've got one more tune from, let's see. Do we have one more tune from Bill Shatner? No. Did we finish them all? No. We did not. Here we go. Little. There we are. We got two more tunes from William Shatner. Here we go. Winter Wonderland. Enjoy.
Sleigh bells are ringing. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along. Walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow, we can build a snowman. Man, pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'd say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're down. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we've made. Walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow, we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kids knock him down. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets a chilling, we'll frolic and play the Eskimo way. Walking in a winter wonderland. To face unafraid the plans that we've made. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Out of all the reindeers, you know you're the mastermind. Run, Rudolph. Randolph ain't too far behind. Run, Rudolph. Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry. Tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm breathing like a merry-go-round. Santa to a boy child, what have you been longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. And away went Rudolph, whizzing like a shooting star. Run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm breathing like a merry-go-round. Santa to a girl child, what would
most to get. A little baby doll that can cry, sleep, drink, and eat. And away went Rudolph, whizzing like a saber jet. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gonna make it to town. Santa make him down, he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, the green commander from my house. Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry. Tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, cause I'm really like a merry-go-round. Run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry. Tell him he can take the freeway down. Santa, make him hurry, hurry, hurry.
Busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them sing. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of street lights, even starlights, blink of bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasure. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all this fuss, so you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them sing. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Yes, Steve, that was a different William. We've shifted from William Shatner into a few small. This is William Hung's version now. William Hung, Silver Bells, and now Little Drummer Boy from William Hung. So the two Williams are competing for your vote. Which do you like best on the Little Drummer Boy? William Shatner or William Hung?
They told me, a newborn king to seek, our finest gifts we bring, to lay before the king, rum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum. So to honor him, rum-pum-pum-pum, when we come. Little baby, rum-pum-pum-pum, I am a poor boy to rum-pum-pum-pum. I have no gift to bring rum-pum-pum-pum. Desperate to give out gift rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum. Shall I play for you, rum-pum-pum-pum, on my drum? Marinated rum-pum-pum-pum, the ox and lamb kept time, rum-pum-pum-pum. I played my drum for him, rum-pum-pum-pum. I played my best for him, rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum. Then he smiled at me, rum-pum-pum-pum, me and my drum. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Throw the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la. While I'll tell of Yuletide treasure, la 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 la. Playing we joyous all together, la 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 la. Healers of the wind and weather, la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Osama got run over by a reindeer right outside his cave on Christmas Eve. Some folks say there's no such thing as Santa, but now even the Taliban believe. Osama thought we'd never find him, but even little children know Santa knows who's been real naughty in those hard Afghani mountains capped with snow. Al-Qaeda found him Christmas morning, face down on that mountain pass. There were hoof marks on his turban, and a broken reindeer antler dropped his horn. Osama got run over by a reindeer, being near his cave door Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as karma, but if you saw those hoof marks, you believe. Osama got run over by a reindeer. Now he's not around on Christmas Day. He was hoping he'd be meeting Allah. The only thing he met was Santa's sleigh. Merry Christmas.
And there's a little bit from Bob Rivers. Up next again is Bob Rivers. So here you
Christmas
go.
treats have all been baked. The fridge is stocked with booze. But I still have one wish to make. A big Noel to you. Merry Christmas, Allah. We're far apart, that's true. But that can change if we can arrange.
All right, this one is new to
some
me.
mistletoe for you. Christmas lights on my street, I wish you could see, but Mecca's so far away. I would serve the family lamb instead of Christmas ham, just to make things okay. Still, I wish you'd get into Christmas. Merry Christmas, have some eggnog too. Why not pick up a little Christmas tree? Buy your wives some new shoes. My big desire, a worldwide ceasefire, 'cause Santa's up in his sleigh, and we wish you Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy Ramadan too. Just one more wish on this Christmas Eve. Peace on earth would do. And take this fruit cake too. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Allah.
Well, that was a different take on that song, wasn't it? I suppose. Christmas cheer is supposed to go everywhere.
Little Christmas right here.
Right here as well.
Come on, everyone, gather around. String up the lights and light up the tree. We're gonna make some revelry. Spirits are high, so I can tell it's Christmas time in hell. Demons are nicer as you pass them by. There's lots of demon toys to buy. The snow is falling and all is well. It's Christmas time in hell. There goes Jeffrey Dahmer with a festive Christmas ham. After he has sex with it, he'll eat up all he can. And there goes John F. Kennedy, caroling with his son. Reunited for the holidays, God bless us everyone. Everybody has a happy glow, let's dance in blood and pretend it's snow. Even Mao Zedong is under the spell, it's Christmas time in hell. Adolf, here's a present for you. Oh, a Tannenbaum! Yes, a Tannenbaum. God cast me down from heaven's door to rule in hell forevermore. But now I'm kind of glad that I fell, 'cause it's Christmas time in hell. Here's a rack to hang the stockings on. We still have to shop for Genghis Khan. Michael Landon's hair looks swell. It's Christmas time in hell. There's Princess Diana holding burning mistletoe over poor Gene Sisco's head, just watch his weenie grow. For one day we all stop burning and the flames are not so thick. All the screaming and the torture stops as we wait for old St. Nick. So string up the lights and light up the tree. We're down for all eternity, but for just one day all is well. It's Christmas time in hell. Gather close together and make it quick. We gotta make room for Andy Dick. Wake his mother and ring the bell. It's Christmas time. Christmas time. Christmas time. It's Christmas time in hell. Merry Christmas, movie house.
Dead, dead, dead. Someday you'll be dead. Dead, dead, dead. Someday we'll all be dead. The minute we're born, we start dying. We die a little more every day. Young or old, rich or poor, there's nothing we can do to stop it. So look long at that Christmas tree. It may be the last one that you see. Decorate your house in green and red, 'cause someday you'll be dead. Dead, dead, dead. Someday you'll be dead. Dead, dead, dead. Someday we'll all be dead. It might happen in a couple months or 50 years from now. But no matter when it happens, it will seem too soon to you. So be sure on Christmas Eve when you snuggle into bed that you thank God for your family, 'cause someday they'll be dead. Dead, dead, dead. Someday they'll be dead. Dead, dead, dead. Someday we'll all be dead. Who knows how many Christmases are left in their short life? Nobody knows, that's my point. Enjoy them while you can. And so on Christmas morning, let good tidings fill your head. What a festive season. Someday you'll be dead. Dead, dead, dead. Someday we'll be dead. Dead, dead, dead. Everyone you know dead. A very Merry Christmas to you. Dead, dead, dead.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Rumors emanating from the north to all the poles. Outsiders
And
speculating.
now we welcome a little Cletus T. Judd
Santa's clothes.
to the block of Christmas
The
tunes
newest
this morning.
face in Christmas, and soon the world will know that Rudolph's nose is not the only reindeer appendage that glows. Stefan, the alternative lifestyle reindeer. Heaven help Santa, should he call him queer. He's standing tall against the wall of prejudice and fear. He's Stefan, the alternative lifestyle reindeer. Well, he came out of the forest, and that's why he's on the news. And ever since that legislation changed, now they can't make poor Stefan join in all those stupid reindeer games. He's Stefan, the alternative lifestyle reindeer. Heaven help Santa, should he call him queer. Prancer up in front of him, he's got Blitzen to the rear. He's Stefan, the alternative lifestyle reindeer. He's embarrassed by his antlers, he retains progesterone. And In his mind, he looks like Doris Day. And if the health plan springs for surgery, someday you know he really may. He's Stefan, the alternative lifestyle reindeer. Heaven help Santa, should he call him queer. He's standing tall against the wall of prejudice and fear. He's Stefan, the alternative lifestyle reindeer. Affirmative reaction, the world is on its ear. Hey, that speech that Jesse Jackson made brought Rush Limbaugh to tears. And he'll go down in history for months or even years. He's Stefan, the alternative lifestyle reindeer.
Absolutely. And we are incredibly inclusive here at 216thenet.com. Real life internet radio. A little something for everybody, no matter.
Well, a couple of good friends
who
of
you are.
mine, Elmo and Patsy, wrote me and said they had written the perfect country Christmas comedy song. I said, no, you didn't. You didn't mention nothing about... Well, yeah, you pretty much got it all. I mean, grandma and, of course, the family and getting drunk and run over by heavy machinery. And, well, since I needed the money, I felt obliged to include it on this record. And it goes a little something like this.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. She'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go. But she forgot her medication, and she staggered out the door into the snow.
There she go.
When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. On her way home, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Lord, we believe.
Oh, you better.
Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. See him in there watching football, drinking beer and playing cards with Cousin Mel. It's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back? Send them back! Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh,
walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Night before Christmas. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Oh, you better believe.
Now the goose is on the table, and the pudding's made of fig.
A figgy pudding.
And the blue and silver candles that would just have matched the hair of Grandma's wig. I've warned all my friends and neighbors.
Better warn them.
Better watch out for yourselves. They should never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves.
Just saying.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Minding her own business. You can say there's no such thing as Santa. What you mean there's no Santa? Ooh, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Lord, we believe.
You better believe.
As for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Oh, you better.
We believe. Yeah, Santa
Now, I will say that we loved that song as kids when that came out. And we thought it was the funniest thing in the world because everybody's got a grandma and ah, ha, ha, ha. And it was funny. Now, I will say this too. I actually like Cletus's version much better. He threw that old Cletus twang on there. I like this version much, much better than the original. He really dressed that up. He put a Christmas tie on it and hung it out there with a bell. I like that one. Next up, we got a little bit more Cletus for y'all here. It is right at 8:01 in the morning here on 216 the net, 216thenet.com, real life internet radio. I'm Uncle Pete in the morning here, Monday through Thursday at 7 a.m. and, of course, Fridays at 6 with Mary Catherine's Power Hour playlist. Now, folks, we have new shows starting this week, brand new shows starting this week. Looking forward to information on even more new shows coming up. And you don't want to miss them. And I'll tell you all about them after this tune from Cletus Judd. The tree's on fire.
June, wake up, June. The tree's on fire, June. Oh no. Love is a Christmas tree, but don't pick any old tree you see. Some have a long expired, turn your house into a funeral pyre. And I watered that tree till the branches rose up higher, and it drank, but it kept on getting drier. Now it burns. This tree's on fire. This tree's on fire. June, call 911, June. Oh, the heat from the smoking pine melted my copy of Walk the Line. And I tried to save a boy named Sue, but dang, it cooked him too. The cat walked in, set my Christmas tree on fire. He climbed, hit some bulbs and tripped the wire. That's when I learned, burn. This tree's on fire. This tree's on fire. Damn cats. I dove into my Christmas tree of fire, and I huffed and puffed and spit, but the flames would not expire. Boy, it burns. This tree's on fire. This tree's on fire. Blow, June, blow. Oh, keep blowing, June.
I'd like to welcome everybody again and say how good it is to see you out at the annual Holy Roller Hall Christmas fundraiser. And up next, we have a fellow we've all come to know and love. Bless him as he comes up and sings, Lord, a lovely holiday carol, Cletus T. Judd featuring Out of Sync. Take it away, Cletus.
Thank y'all so much for coming out. I appreciate it. Pardon me if I seem a little nervous, but at least I'm here for a good cause. I appreciate it. So if you would bear with me while I try to sing one for you. Glad you could all come tonight. Appreciate you so much, and it comes from the heart, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Amen.
Star,
Star. Here we go. There it is. Star of wonder, star so bright. This one wish I wish tonight. If I'm to live till morning's light, please don't serve beans on Christmas night. Cook up a steak or toss some greens, but don't bake those powerful beans. 'Cause if I take one single bite, we won't have a silent night. And my poor dog will howl and bay, and pray that foul bouquet will go away, though he will know from whence it came. I hope it's him our guests will blame. So don't serve beans. Please don't serve beans. Cook up a steak or toss some greens. If I'm to live till morning's light, please don't serve beans on Christmas night. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Funny old man with funny old ways and a beer gut. He only leaves home one day of the year in December. He'll don his wetsuit and he'll fly through the sky. Yes, he'll fly through the sky. And if you're lucky, he might just bring you a present. And if you want, you can send him a letter. Just remember, Santa Claus likes rich kids better. He knows your bank balance, he tracks your allowance, yes, he's informed. He'd like to be fair, but that'll get him nowhere, it's a tough world. He'll don his red suit and he'll fly through the sky, yes, he'll fly through the sky. And if you're lucky, he might just bring you a present. And if you want, you can knit him a sweater. You can send him a letter, but just remember that Santa Claus likes rich kids better.
Now, it's interesting because growing up, I always wondered a bit about that because, Uncle Pete's family wasn't exactly swimming in the dollars growing up. And I had friends that were not, well, compared to what we were growing up in, we thought of them as rich because, hey, they lived in a subdivision. And wow, that was something. And, they got really amazingly cool stuff for Christmas. And we had some, Christmas was not without its wonders and joys growing up for old Uncle Pete and, my brother and my sister. But it was not a high on the list holiday. It was kind of, it's Christmas. Here you go. And we're going to Grandma and Grandpa's and the other Grandma and Grandpa's. And then we're going home. So it was more like a road trip holiday, a real quick something, usually either on Christmas Eve morning at home, if my dad didn't have to work, and then a real quick or a quick something that night. And, hey, here you go. Here's a couple little things, but real Christmas is at Grandma and Grandpa's and Grandma and Grandpa's. And that's just how it was. And so that's, okay, yeah, Santa knows that we're going to Grandma and Grandpa's, so that's where all the stuff will be and blah, 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 blah. So that's how we were raised. And that's where the stuff came from. Now, we had other friends who they would be at home and we got this and this and this and this and this. I'm like, dang, man. Santa really loaded you up. Did you ask for all that stuff? Holy cow. We were told probably you should only ask for maybe one, maybe two things. And they should be modestly priced. Like, because Santa's on a budget. Well, that's because he spent all his damn money at your house, some buck. But anyway, there you go. Here up next is a little bit more Bob Rivers for you here. And this is a good question that gets posed. This is a good question. Here you go. Who
I'd
indeed?
like to find the guy who done me wrong and stuck my butt up on this Christmas tree.
Yeah, Kent. Richie Rich in that subdivision there. That subdivision of split level ranches.
Who put the stick up my hip? Who was that man? He shoved it up my can and left me stranded on this Christmas tree.
Yeah.
When this angel heard.
Ken says, for all of you who can't see the video stream here on YouTube, and you should jump on over if you want to have some fun. Ken says, I guess I never compared my loot from Santa to someone else's. Just happy he stopped on by. You know, there was so much comparison as there was surprise. As they would continue their list on down, we'd have maybe our two things, big things. And I will say,
who took that bush
and crammed it in his tush? That's not what I will say. But what I will say is there are a few very specific Christmases wherein I do remember the gifts very specifically. One, my dad had actually made them. When he wanted to, he was a rather remarkable woodworker, and he made my brother and I. They were beautiful, and I so wish I still had them. But we played with them to no end. He made us these giant elephant gun style rubber band guns. They were huge, and he got these great big long, tons and tons of these rubber bands that were really long, really huge. And I mean, they were full, like the barrel on these things were a full 52 inches. They were huge and just amazing. But he had where he was a printer at the time, and they would get some of these great big rolls would come banded with big rubber bands, and they would have to band them back up. And so we got bags upon bags of these things. And you talk about fly, and just we played with those for years.
But you can stick
He
them
had
up your chimney.
just beautifully done them up, stained them. They looked wonderful, coated them in varathane, so they lasted. They had a hard varathane shell over the stain. Those things lasted for years until they just finally, from so much excessive use, just finally started to fall apart.
Envelopes with a $100 bill.
I wish we had saved those. I really do. That same year, he made my sister a little cradle because she was super into dolls.
That's what I want.
And that lasted. I think she still has that, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let's get back to this because Bob's singing.
And I trust you on that. Fork it over. Don't be a Scrooge.
Don't be a Scrooge.
I want money.
That's what I want.
That's really all I want. I mean, I've made it as plain as I possibly can. I mean, the baby Jesus needed money. That's the first thing they brought him. 3 wise men, they came across the desert, they brought him gold. Let's cut to the chase here. If I don't have it, I don't want it. If I didn't already buy it for myself, then there's a reason. I mean, let's look at what you've got there. I'm not going to wear that. I'm not going to ever put that in my closet. I'm going to throw it away. Sing it to her, boys. I mean, they get it. Why can't you get it? Ladies and gentlemen, the surviving Beatles. Ladies and gentlemen.
Cash is all I want.
Fabulous, boys. Wonderful.
That's what I want.
Aren't they incredible?
Don't give a damn. Scrooge is what I am.
Well, really. That was what I'm paying you.
That's what I want.
Sing it, boys. Hot big hand, everybody. Look at me. I'm the 5th Beatle. Oh, happy holidays, really. And don't spill anything on the carpet, Bongo.
That's Ringo.
Bongo, Ringo, whatever your name is.
Yeah, whatever your name is. I remember when cash became the ultimate Christmas gift. I was in my teens.
Last night.
Really all I wanted.
I saw you skating in your form-fitting tights. If you got any smarts, you'll be avoiding me. I'll pick up the phone and call up Jeff Galooly. Well, you got a brand new pair of figure skates. I gotta break your knees. I wanna go to Lillehammer and bribe some referees. I've been skating for quite a while, but Campbell's won't endorse me. Oh, you'll never get to wear those figure skates. I'm gonna whack your knees.
It's funny now. I don't know how many of you might remember why this would be funny.
Show me your room. Shelled out some dough and hired some goons.
This song is based on a true story.
Oh, just when I thought I'd planned it perfectly, my half-wit Capone got caught on national TV. Well, if you got a brand new pair of figure skates, Tanya will break your knees. Oh, in the golden Lillehammer, as easy as you please. La 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 la. Oh, you got a bright career on figure skates. I had to whack those knees.
Oh, why me?
Sorry, lady. Just doing my job.
Yeah, that was a real thing that happened, folks.
What's it to ya? What's it to ya? What's it to ya? What's it to ya? What difference does it make? What's it to ya? What's it to ya? What's it to ya? What's it to ya? What difference does it make? Why don't you go about your own business? What's it to ya? What's it to ya? Why must you
suppose
when I'm free?
that and anybody else can chime in here who wants to. I can see more of you, but yeah, must just be enjoying the tunes. Kent again says all the songs thus far. Here we go. What? That's the "What's It to You" chorus. Kent says on the YouTube channel here, all the songs thus far have been based on a true story. No, I suppose because these are all Christmas-related songs. And therefore, they are all based on, or at least brought about by, the Christmas story. So there you go. So Kent, I'll just leave that one for you right there. And I suppose we'll give you that one. So there you go.
And we shall complain forever and ever. And we shall complain forever and ever. We shall complain forever and ever. We shall complain forever and ever. We are here and trust the Lord. We shall complain forever and
Once again, what's it to you? The What's It to You chorus from the Bob Rivers Band. As a matter of fact, we've got a huge stretch of Bob Rivers and his tunes. So sit back, relax, enjoy, grab your first cup. Well, maybe it is a cup. I don't know what you're using. We have I think it's a Mr. Coffee in the studio here. Your first official cup of the holiday season, your first cup of coffee or whatever it is you're knocking back this morning. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate.
What do you mean, Soviet Union?
Take jobs from Americans.
We sneak across your borderlines to stand in unemployment lines. We chip in to buy a car, drive back home to get some more.
Now bear in mind, this tune is almost 30 years old. So don't get your panties in a bunch. It's just comedy. But bear in mind, people have been thinking about these kind of things for a very, very, very long time. It's been a topic of contention.
There is statue of liberty. Feeds us bums who live for free. It's for you, a tired and a poor. When you gonna slam at the door?
Infiltrate our nation.
I don't know. It's a long ride back.
A long ride. Really just stay.
Take jobs from Americans.
I came upon a road killdeer, a sorrowful sight to behold. He lay upon the highway's edge, his body was stiff and cold.
Such a sight.
I bet he never saw the car careening through the snow. The light shone brightly in his eyes, and then they laid him low.
Laid him low.
I came upon a roadkill deer and lifted him off the road. We'll all enjoy a Christmas feast of Bambi sloppy joes. Be careful of those gravel bits, they really get stuck in your teeth.
A little extra gravy helps.
We'll place the antlers from his head upon our holiday wreath. I came upon a roadkill deer, a sorrowful sight to behold. He gave his all to bring good cheer, as Mother Mistletoe.
Well, and in that story, it ends with the family eating pretty good that Christmas season. Little extra deer steaks on the fire, maybe a little bit of deer sausage and eggs for breakfast on Christmas morning. None of which is really that bad if you've ever had it. Not bad at all. You know what else is not bad at all? A word from a few amazing, wonderful people. Here you go.
Open enrollment is here for health insurance and Medicare. Health Markets Insurance, Santos Agency, 815-271-5438. Local licensed experts Tim and Sally Santos can handle your health insurance and Medicare needs. With Tim and Sally, you won't have to choose a cookie-cutter plan. At no additional cost, Tim and Sally will meet with you to customize your plan to fit your exact needs and budget. Health Markets Insurance, Santos Agency. Call 815-271-5438. That's 815-271-5438. Or stop by. They're at 1222 North Green Street, McHenry, Illinois, 60050. Health Markets Insurance, Santos Agency. Licensed in Illinois and Wisconsin.
And for open enrollment, what more could you want? You better stop by. Don't miss them. Santos Agency right there on Green Street here in McHenry, Illinois. They're right next door to these good people.
Bremer Team, Keller Williams, North Shore West, serving northeastern Illinois in McHenry, Lake and Cook counties, and southeastern Wisconsin. We help by providing our clients award-winning support with our free personal concierge service for all your real estate needs. BremerTeam.com. That's BremerTeam.com. 847-456-6334. Again, 847-456-6334. Bremer Team, Keller Williams, North Shore West. We bring families home.
Indeed they do, and you don't want to miss the kiosk right there on Green Street. It's so one of a kind. No one else has got it. You want to check it out. Also, if you need a little extra help staying warm this holiday season, well, these are the guys that can help.
Welcome to Gold Shield Services, your Algonquin and Northern Illinois heating, AC, and electrical company. Family owned and operated, built on trust and integrity. Your search for a reliable heating, AC, and electrical company in Algonquin and Northern Illinois is over. Call Gold Shield Services at 847-865-HVAC. 847-865-HVAC, and let us wow you with our service. GoldShieldToday.com.
You got it. Gold Shield today. Not tomorrow, but today.com. Right there on the downbeat. Get it every time. I love doing that. Well, after coming upon a roadkill deer, they got home, cooked it up for Christmas dinner, started opening presents, and then this question was posed.
Said my nephew Tim to his Aunt Louise,
Didn't I get this last year?
didn't I get this last year? Same thing every year.
Kent, you're exactly right. It is just like a Christmas miracle. It's snowing outside, just like a Hallmark movie, so you say. It is such a, Kent, I agree, it's such a Hallmark movie morning. Christmas tunes with Uncle Pete on the very first official day of the Christmas season, so I say. And here we are, wonderful Christmas tunes, and it's snowing out. And I've got I shall now, instead of my Will mug, I'll call it my Buddy mug officially, because Kent, you did correct me on that this morning. Smiling is my favorite. Why wouldn't it be? There you go.
A tie wider than a mile, with a pattern way out of style. With a pattern that's way out of style. Said my wife to our neighbors across the street, I think we got this last year. What a thoughtful gift, Peg and Al. I think we got this last year. A plant in a moldy mayonnaise jar. They must have dug one up from their yard. They must have dug one up from their yard. Said the dad to his kids on Christmas Day, didn't I get this last year? This is just exactly what I want. Just as much as last year. Surprise, surprise. A coupon for some fries. That was really very thoughtful, you guys. Really very thoughtful, you guys.
Really very thoughtful, you guys.
Didn't I get this last year?
Didn't I get this last year?
Didn't I get this last year?
I'm sure I got this last year.
Didn't I get this last year?
Yeah, well, thanks. No, it's really very nice.
Didn't I get this last year?
I've always wanted something like
Now, is there something that you look forward to getting every year? It's kind of a staple gift that people know that's your thing, and you look forward to getting that. When I was a kid, my dad actually would get me those great big, and I can't find them at all anymore. I don't know. I guess they stopped making them. Can't find them anywhere. They're the great big long candy cane clubs. Like they were like about a good, inch, 2 inches. I mean, they were like big. They were huge, and they're usually about a foot or so long, and it was like walking around with a giant candy cane club. And I loved those things, but that was the one thing that my dad always got for as long as I could remember, and always made sure and he would actually wrap it and put, Pete from Dad. And I always knew exactly what it was after I started getting those when I was, 4 or 5, something like that. But I always looked for that because it was what I always wanted. Now, as an adult, I get excited. And well, you think of it what you want. I get excited when Christmas is coming around, because that is when I get a new underpants for Uncle Pete, and underpants, t-shirts. Those are usually this year. I really hope I'm getting at least some new t-shirts, undershirts, because I do wear those. I never ever don't wear an undershirt. I always wear an undershirt, and I wear them out. And usually, I did not get any last year, so I was a little disappointed. But I do love getting my new underpants and undershirts every year. And generally, I can always count on those from somebody. They make it on the list. My wife's like, okay, we're shopping for everybody in the family. Her and her dad have a tradition where they go out and shop. What do you want? And I'm like, hey, I need my underpants and my undershirts. Underpants, undershirts. And last year I got no undershirts, so I had to make those last another year. And so, well, you're a grown ass man, Uncle Pete. Why didn't you go get your own undershirts? Well, because they're supposed to come on Christmas. That's when I like getting those. It's a thing that I don't have to go buy myself. And little things like that I truly enjoy. I look forward to that because it's something that I need, that I'm going to use all year long. And that's when that's when I want to get them. Little things that I don't have to buy for myself. Somebody's just thoughtful enough. Hey, here you go. And I don't care if it comes from the kids, my wife, whomever. I really don't care. It's just, to me, that's a thoughtful thing because it's something I need and can use. I do kind of miss my candy cane from my dad. We'll never get that again because they don't make them. But also, unfortunately, he passed away. So that was the end of that anyway. But the undershirts and underpants thing, I hope we get. Also, the coffee thing. You guys, everybody knows I love coffee. And in Kent, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to give Kent, because you've been watching all morning, Kent gets huge props for this item right here. I want to turn it. There we go. Look at that. Death Wish Coffee Company. Absolutely the best coffee I have ever had. Hands down, that you brew yourself. You don't have to go to the grocery store, pick up a bag. Kent actually brought it in. We're going through the last of his bag right now. This is one that my wife found. Both of them just happened to see this and thought of me. It is known as the world's strongest coffee. Comes with a warning right on the back there. You guys can see that warning, the world's strongest coffee right there. And it not is it only the strongest coffee, it tastes absolutely amazing. It is smooth, rich. It's not heavily acidic. It's not overly woody like a lot of coffees tend to be. It's just a nice, wonderful, smooth blend. And they don't pay us to say, they don't pay me. They pay no one at 216 The Net to say any of this stuff. We just love it, and it's great. And it's a little on the pricier side for a bag of coffee. It's about $20 usually when you find it in a store near you. But you do get what you pay for, and it does make an amazingly good cup of coffee. And I generally don't put anything in I like my coffee just straight out of the pot. I usually don't put much into it. I may put a little whole milk or actually heavy cream in a cup at home if I make it myself, depending on what it is. But that's about as far as I go. I'm really not a big flavored creamer kind of guy. I like my coffee straight, or a little whole milk or a little heavy whipping cream in there if I want it a little extra smooth. But that just doesn't need it. It just doesn't. It's absolutely fantastic. And it's what is in my buddy mug. Call that now my buddy mug, because smiling is my favorite. That's what's actually in there this morning. So Kent, thank you so much for thinking of me, introducing me to Death Wish Coffee Company and Death Wish Coffee, and of course my wife for finding, because I'd never even told her about it. And she's like, hey, look what I got you. I'm like, oh, that's amazing, because I got. She's like, oh, I think she was a little disappointed that she didn't find it first, but she actually found it on sale, so she got it half off. I don't know where she got it half off, but she did get it on sale, and it's absolutely fan-damn-tastic. Now, folks, we're going to keep the morning rolling. We only got about 20 minutes left, and I have to cut out right at the end because I've got an official Zoom meeting right at the end here this morning. I have officially thrown Christmas into my brain. And now we're going to continue on with a little bit more Bob Rivers this morning here. Up next, the 12 Pains of Christmas. Well, I hope he's doing all right. Here you go.
The first thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me is finding a Christmas tree. The second thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me, rigging up the lights and finding a Christmas tree.
We actually got our tree up, which is different this year.
Hangovers, rigging up the lights.
And we got lights up for the first time in over 15 years?
Sending Christmas cards.
That long? I think so.
Rigging up the lights and finding a Christmas tree.
12 years maybe?
The fifth thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me.
This weekend.
5 months of bills.
Sending Christmas cards.
Hangovers.
You guys still send out Christmas cards?
Finding a Christmas
That's one thing I really don't do so much.
The sixth thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me.
Kent, you like book or lifesavers? Like just a book, just something to read in general, or
Oh, I hate
nothing
those
specific?
Christmas cards.
Hangovers.
And what kind of
Rigging up
lifesavers?
these lights and finding a Christmas
Like I like the butterscotch lifesavers. Haven't had those in a long time. I haven't even thought about those in a long time.
Still makes you naughty.
Facing my in-laws.
5 months of
My in-laws are freaking amazing. I love
Sending
those.
Christmas cards.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to rig up these lights. And finding a Christmas tree. The eighth thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me.
I want Transformer for Christmas.
Charities. And what do you mean your in-laws? 5 months of bills.
Oh, making out these cards.
Oh, Edith, get me up here, huh? Well, we have no extension cords. And finding a Christmas tree. The ninth thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me. Finding parking spaces.
Daddy, I want some candy.
Donations.
Facing my in-laws.
5 months of bills.
Writing out those Christmas cards.
Hangovers. Now why the hell are they blinking? And finding a Christmas tree. The 10th thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me.
Batteries not included.
No parking spaces.
Buy me something.
Get a job, you bum.
Facing my in-laws.
5 months of bills.
Yo ho, sending Christmas cards.
Oh, jeez, look at this. One light goes out, they all go out. And finding a Christmas tree.
Still true.
The 11th thing
I'm
at
like-
Christmas that's such a pain to me.
Stale TV special.
Batteries not included.
No parking
Oh
spaces.
my God, go to the bathroom.
Charities.
She's a witch. I hate her.
5 months of bills.
Oh, I don't even know half these people.
Who's got the toilet paper? Get a flashlight and no fuse. And finding a Christmas tree. The 12th thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me. Singing Christmas carols.
Stale TV special.
Batteries not included.
No parking. Charities.
Gotta make them dinner.
5 months of bills.
I'm not sending them this year, listen.
Shut up, you. Fine, you're so smart. You ring up the lights. And finding a Christmas tree.
And finding a Christmas. Actually, this is the first year. It's funny because we've moved. And we spent 17 years in our former house, and my wife never liked that house. From the time, probably within about a month after we moved in, she wanted to be out, and she always said, "Well, then we're going to be out. We got to be out by Christmas." And she said that 17 years, and this is the first time we were out of that house by or before Christmas, and she's thrilled, and so she really caught the decorating bug. We do have a new tree. It's fake, and it's actually a snowman. It's a tree, but it's not a tree. It's interesting. At some point, when everything's said and done, I'll throw some pictures probably on Facebook. But we also put lights out, which we've not done in 12 to 15 years. I did it one time, and it was a bit of a pain. It was a pain to get them up. It was a pain to take them down. And so I'm like, no, I don't really want to do that again. This actually was not that difficult, what we put up. And So we got lights up, which is surprising, amazing. We got a couple of wreaths. Wreaths are very inexpensive, and there are some people, I should have got their names. Darn, I didn't even think about that. Should have got their names, because there are people that are making wreaths, and a portion of the proceeds go to a charity for Christmas. So I forgot who they are. At any rate, a couple of wreaths on the house. So it's actually quite nice. It's quite lovely. And of course, all the kids are gone. So they'll probably, when they see all this, they're probably going to be, what the heck? How come you didn't do that when we were kids? Well, we did it once. And actually, Kent says, it is a book of lifesavers. There are like 8 rolls of lifesavers. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that. 8 rolls of lifesavers in a lifesaver book. That's interesting. So did that start when you were a kid, or is that something that you just discovered when you were older that you really liked? But that's cool. I don't know if I've ever seen a book of lifesavers. Well, good morning, Ted Legal. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you, Ted. First official day. So far as I'm concerned, it's always the Monday after the Thanksgiving holiday. That's when my official Christmas season starts. Christmas season, happy holiday season. Good morning, Ted. Better late than never. No worries. That's quite all right. But here we go. We're going to go ahead and get on to the chimney song now.
There's something stuck up in the chimney and I don't know what it is, but it's been there all night long. Well, I waited up for Santa all Christmas night, but he never came, and it don't seem right that there's something in the chimney and it doesn't make a sound, but I wish you a Merry Christmas. There's something stuck up in the chimney and I don't know what it is, but it's been there all week long. Well, the dog keeps barking up the chimney flue, and we don't know what we're gonna do, 'cause there's something in the chimney and it doesn't move around, and it's been a week since Christmas. There's something stuck up in the chimney and I don't know what it is, but it's
so you were a teen when that one started, Ken. Your girlfriend's parents.
Well, it's jammed up tight above the fireplace. Now the house smells funny, such a big disgrace.
As your kids have a twisted sense of humor. But now it's a kid tradition, though.
There since last Christmas. There's something stuck up in the chimney and I don't know what it is, but it's been there all year long. I'll be waiting up for Santa like I did last year, but my brother says he's already here, and he's stuck up in the chimney and he doesn't say a word, and I'll be there every Christmas. And we'll have him every Christmas.
Nothing like having your own Santa in a chimney every Christmas. There you go.
Oh, come, all ye grateful, deadheads to the concert. Oh, come, grateful deadheads, and camp in the streets. Bring rolling papers, don't forget your sleeping bags.
Oh, come get us some floor seats.
We followed them for 4 weeks. Oh, come get us some floor seats to see the Lord. Come, all ye hippies, throwbacks to the 60s. Paint flowers on your van and don't wash your feet. Wear your bell bottoms and your tie-dye t-shirts.
Oh, come let us adore them.
We quit our day jobs for them. Oh, come let us adore them. Garcia
never got that into the Grateful Dead. Now, I will say that I do not enjoy patchouli oil. That does put me in mind of a group of dirty hippies that I unfortunately was forced to hang around. It's a long story, but don't like patchouli oil. Hate that.
As soon as I can get out on parole, I'll hang out on your street. Your kids I'd love to meet. As soon as I get out of this rat hole.
Well, do remember, Ted, and thanks for asking. We talked about it a little bit earlier this morning. Oh, well, way early this morning. Turn that down just a bit. But we've actually got, of course, a brand new episode of How to Succeed in Business During a Pandemic with Wendy Lally at 11:45 a.m. today. We have got, not done yet on Tuesday at noon, I believe. And then Tuesday at 6 p.m., we've got a brand new episode of Anything Goes with Bremer and Jones. Looking forward to that one. On Wednesday, we've got a brand new show, brand spanking new show, 7 p.m., called Whinin' with Dawn. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be hilarious. Hijinks shall ensue, I'm sure, at 7 p.m. on Wednesday this week, all Central Times. On Thursday at 11 a.m., you've got My Loso Lifestyle with Mary Shep. And then on Thursday, again, a brand new show, 5:30 p.m., What If with Lisa and Pete. And so this is going to be a show that just asks, what if? What if? What if? What if? About almost any subject. Toss a subject out. We'll what if it to death and see how that goes. It'll be fun, I think. I think we'll have a lot of fun with that one. Of course, Friday, we've got Mary Catherine's Power Hour playlist at 6 a.m. And then What's in Your Loaf, a brand new What's in Your Loaf this coming Friday at 7:15. We've got a brand new episode of Bridging Civil Tension with Bill Wallace and Kent Jones at 9 a.m. this Friday. Saturday, again, comes brand new episode of Metaphysical Meanderings with Lana Duncan Hartgrave's Master Psychic at 9:30 on Saturday. And, of course, another new episode of Lisa's Changing Perceptions with Lisa Eflin on Sunday at 9 a.m. And another, we just had one last night. If you missed it, go back to our Facebook, and we'll go back to YouTube because it got muted on Facebook. Facebook is a wiener. But go back to our YouTube channel if you missed last night's episode of It's Your Move with Kent Jones. Great episode about lockdowns and such. And enjoy that. I think you will. And then, again, this Sunday next week, another at 7 p.m. Sundays. Kent Jones, every Sunday, 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. It's your move. So enjoy that. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and let these folks play us out this morning. It's 8:54. I got to get ready for an official Monday morning Zoom meeting here that starts promptly at 9. Hope you've all enjoyed our very first official Christmas episode of Uncle Pete in the Morning. Again, right here on 21.6 at 7 a.m. Monday through Thursday. And again here with Mary Catherine's Power Hour playlist on Fridays at 6. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy these guys for a few minutes more. Thank you all so much for hanging out.
I was supposed to book my grandma's flight, but then I got high.
Cautionary tale song.
And I know why.
Don't miss the message from us.
Because I got high.
Cautionary tale.
I was gonna send you a card, but I got high. Put a lighted reindeer in my yard, but I got high. My jack-o'-lantern's frozen, it's still outside. Hey, cause I get high, because I get high, cause I get high. I was gonna clean the chimney flue, but then I got high. No, you weren't. I was gonna roll up a fatty too for the fat guy. Don't forget me. I drank his milk and cookies, and I know why. He flies. Hey, cause I got high. Because I got high. Yeah, because I got high. Here we go. I was gonna go to midnight mass while I was high.
Oh, no.
I was gonna sit there and pass some gas while I was high. Now I'll burn in hell, and I know why.
Why, man?
Hey, cause I got high. Because I got high.
You see, they're not doing it responsibly.
Grandma's face, and then I got high.
Hey, maybe y'all should get a room.
I was gonna eat her fruitcake too. Then I got high. It tasted pretty nasty, but I don't mind. No. Hey, because I was high.
Yeah.
Because I was high.
Damn.
Because I was high.
Man, I love my grandma, y'all. Come on.
I'm messing with Christmas songs because I'm high. I hope Afro Man don't take this wrong because he's high.
I take it back.
If I get a call from his attorney, well, I know why. Why, man? Hey, so he can get high. So he can get high. So he can get high.
Is he really high? Yeah, he's high.
La 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 la. Scooby Doo Dah.
Yeah, he really is high.
Snoop Doggy Doo Wah.
Tail waggy with it.
Flippity bird at you all.
Bring it back here.
La da 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 da. Doggy doo doo. Say much. So all you kids, be real good and make your bed.
That's fantastic advice for all the children. Man, we screwed this up big time, okay? When Grandma hears this, man, I'm out of the will, okay? No more sweet potato pie, brother.
It's Christmas time and I'm in trouble. Got too drunk at the company affair. Sat on the copier, wore no apparel. Did it on a dare. Insulted the boss and French kissed a stranger. Pinched his butt, poured beer on his toupee. Till someone said, you don't know the danger. The boss's friend is gay. More beer for you and for me, and stories for us to share. No fear, I jumped on a desk and danced while everyone stared. I didn't even know I put on a show. Till next morning, take a look at that. It's facts to one and all. Merry Christmas to one and all.
It's Christmas time at the office party. We'll get drunk and do annoying things.
I grabbed the boss's wife by the ass and had myself a fling.
We'll goose a friend and tell the manager, piss him off and send him on his way. And have a toast to laugh at his anger, big slips on the way.
You're fired!
Beer for you and for me, and stories for us to share.
No fear, I'm happy to table dance on Cubicle Square.
She didn't even know she put on a show until next morning. Take a look at that, it's posted on the internet.
Merry Christmas to one and all.
Merry Christmas.
You're fired! Oh, and Merry Christmas.
All right, everybody. Got to go jump on that other meeting. Maybe we'll put this one.